Okay, we'll do this while we're driving. This is we're on what the geologists call the Brooksville Ridge. We're east of, we're east of Brooksville. We're west. We're not directly east of Brooksville. We're mostly southeast, but we're directly west of Trilby on 575. And this is probably one of the hilliest areas in the state. Certainly the hilliest area in this part of the state, in South Florida. Anything from Tallahassee south, basically. This area, this general geographic area, and they have just beautiful hills. I mean, you don't see hills where we live. These people up here got hills. And I'd seen a lot of this from 301, but I'd never been back here. A lovely research assistant built this place. It's just much more scenic than seeing it from 301 when you're trying to look around the trying to look over a Walmart or a car lot or something like that. Anyway, you can see off in the distance. This reminds me of other states in the southeast, the Atlantic, rolling hills and green meadows and farms and ranches, and basically people living the dream. This is truly the land that time forgot. Up here further, we're going back towards Trilby. We're heading east, and all the houses that we would ordinarily consider to be, abandoned houses, or houses that we would be interested in from a historical standpoint, there are a lot of those types of houses here, unfortunately, well, fortunately, either way, I guess, but for photographic purposes, it's unfortunate that people are still living in them. I mean, these houses are like, 19th century houses, and people are living in them, so it's kind of hard, uncomfortable, and slightly awkward just to roll up on their property and say, or just to start taking pictures while they're standing out front looking at you. I mean, it's sort of, even I have a rude meter that registers high on, so in spite of the boldness with which I usually proceed with these kinds of things, but we'll film them. They won't, just rolling through won't be the same as stopping, so we'll just kind of film some of these houses as we go through. Goats and cool. We got goats. We got all kinds of stuff out here. And these are all the nicer houses. The actual older houses in Trilby are in the town area of Trilby. Some of these houses out here are mansions. And typical in this kind of area, they have, in addition to the mansions next door, are the trailers. So everybody's out here, basically for the same reason, just living the dream and getting away from the city. Or in some cases, I'm sure many cases, they're living where they lived their whole lives, living where they were born. And, more power to them, for sure. Wish I was born in a place like this. I gotta go back to the cemetery. There's a cool old cemetery back there. So here's more of the downtown area. This is a real popular area with bikers, bicyclists, I should say, not bikers, but bicyclists, because of the hills. It's very challenging. It's not alpine, but it's very, very, very challenging. So here are some of this older area we're starting to head into. There were a couple of houses when I came by earlier that I thought were really neat. There's one of them. There's some older houses. Here's a really, really, really old house. Ordinarily, you'd see that boarded up. That's definitely 19th century, easily. Here's another another one that I thought, but there was somebody standing out front, and I didn't want to just start heading up in there and photographing. And here is the ubiquitous Trilby post office and the super cool church. Right up there's 301, so we're going to turn around here. What used to be the church is now a thrift store. So that's that. There's some very cool stuff. Whoa. So we're gonna shut this down for now and go back to the cemetery.